Hello, I'm Lon Graham, helping sales professionals earn more yes. Today is April 2nd, which means that we survived April Fool's Day. Unfortunately, we're still fooling around with the coronavirus, and we're going to be fooling around with it for a while. On a positive note, today is my nephew's birthday, so happy birthday, Jake. I hope that you are having a great day. The beginning of April is also the beginning of a new quarter. And for most of us, it's the beginning of Q2. Although in a previous sales role, it was the beginning of Q4 with that organization. So I can only imagine what they're dealing with and what they're going through trying to finish off the fourth quarter of their fiscal year. We got information earlier this week from the president and his team of advisors that we are going to be in isolation and the isolation protocol until the end of April. So at least we have a sense of what we're dealing with for the next 4 to 5 weeks. The dilemma that poses for us, though, is, we're used to going out and shaking hands with our clients and reinforcing our relationships in person. And the dilemma that creates for us is, how do we continue to reinforce our relationships with our clients when we can't see them? How do we continue to help them solve problems? And how do we continue to contribute to the greater good? Because that's really a sense of satisfaction that salespeople will get, being able to make a difference with their clients. Well, let's take a step back for a minute, and there's a quote that I really like that has been attributed to a number of experts, Teddy Roosevelt, Zig Ziglar, and a number of other people. And the quote is, "People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care." And with that in mind, I know that you care about your clients. The question is are you doing things to reinforce to them in this brave new world that you care about them? And I'm not talking about for the sake of business. I'm talking about for the sake of sincerity, because you really do care about them. So let's talk about what we can do to demonstrate to our clients that we care about them. First thing you do is schedule a call. Schedule a call with them. And scheduling a call does a couple of things for you. One, it tells them how important it is that the two of you talk. Two, it places value on time and priorities for both of you. And our time is our time, and while our priorities may be a moving target, we still have them. If you can execute that call on a visual platform, and there's a number of them, a couple of examples are Zoom, Skype, even FaceTime, that's going to be best because you can see each other and you can look each other in the eyes. But if you can't, if those aren't available to you, then certainly a voice call is going to work just fine. Next, now that you've scheduled the call, when you're preparing for it, prepare as if you were going to go see them in person. And what I mean by that is, if you meet them where they are in a suit, then put a suit on. If you go see your clients in a uniform, then put your uniform on. Remember, even though all this craziness is going on around us, you're still a sales professional, and you want to act that way. Right now, we're on the call. What do we do? Okay, Lon, how do we kind of demonstrate to our clients that we care about them? Ask them first question, say, hey, really want to talk to you. This is really about how are you doing? And stop and let them tell you. And you're going to find out very quickly what's on the top of their mind. It may be that their boss is hounding them, trying to solve some problems, trying to close a deal, trying to do a lot of different things. It may be that they realize that why they're not teachers and they're struggling with homeschool. Or it may be that they can't stop their dog from barking every 2 minutes when they're on a call. Whatever it is, let them tell you. And then once you get through that, the next question is, say, hey, what are your priorities over the next couple of weeks and really the next couple of months? What do you see that you're going to have to deal with and that you're going to have to either move forward or overcome. And let them tell you about that. And they're going to, you're going to learn a lot about where they are, both personally and professionally, when they start to talk about their challenges. And then the next question you want to ask them is, hey, is there anything I can do to help you? And if you can, help them. And if you can't, tell them. Say, look, I'd really love to be able to help you with that. And I can't right now, but if I can figure out a way to do it, then I absolutely want to. They, as you're going through this call, they may ask about you. They may ask how you're doing. And I really encourage you to tell them. This is really about how do we get through this together. And by communicating with each other where you both are, it's going to help you develop a sense of connection. Because that's what we're trying to do. We can't shake hands. We can't see them in person. We want to make sure we continue to develop this connection. And who knows, as you guys talk through these things, you may come up with some solutions that can help you both. So but communicate with each other that way. How do I do this, Lon? How do I decide who to call? Well, every organization, every sales organization has a way of prioritizing its customers. Some of them do it by total revenue. Some of it do it by projected revenue. Some of them say, well, how much of our complete portfolio are you participating in? Whatever your organization uses to prioritize your customers, do that. Pick your top 10 and schedule 2 calls a day. Well, why 2? Well, 1, it's easy math. If you schedule 2 a day and you get through your top 10 by the end of the week. But 2, this is going to require some energy, and this is going to be hard. And you want to give yourself a chance to be really engaged in a way that you need to be engaged and really be able to communicate with your customers in a way that is going to demonstrate that you care about them. And if you're tired at the end of the day trying to do your 5th call, you're both going to suffer for it. So give yourself 2 a day, get through the week, and then next week start over with the same top 10. And if one week, one of your top 10 aren't available, go further down your list and talk with somebody who is somebody you want to talk to, somebody you care about, and maybe you want to develop more of a relationship with. The reality of it is that long-term is going to be important soon enough. But right now, what's most important is what can we see right in front of us, what's within the coming week or weeks, and what's within the coming months. How do we just get through and maybe focus just on this quarter? Let's go back to that quote that we talked about earlier. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And this is hard, and we all need to rebuild, and we're all going to have to rebuild in some way. And we're going to be most successful if we can rebuild together with our clients. I'm going to get out of here on this. It is critically important that you take care of yourself first. You have to have the energy and the stamina to be able to take care of other people. So you've got to take care of yourself first. Then you can take care of your family, you can take care of your loved ones, and you can take care of your clients. I'm Lon Graham, helping sales professionals earn more yes. Thank you, and be safe.